Hey guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another Summoners War video. Today I have a video regarding my own arena defense because my defense hasn't changed for a while. I finally did change it today. And the entire reason is because I pulled a new Nat 5, not the Stark, not the Wind Stark. Prior to that, I actually pulled the Wind Spectre Princess, which is Orfina. This unit is pretty popular in arena defense, especially in the stallish ones, because her passive is pretty decent with that. And then she's also pretty good in RTA if you pair her up with Megumi because of how her mechanic works. If an ally gets hit, technically she also takes damage, and that makes Megumi gets attack bar. You guys all know and probably have seen other content creator videos. Sean B made a video on it and so on and so forth. So we all know that she's pretty good there as well. I built her in RTA too. I have a build on her, but I haven't actually pulled her out in any of my games. If you see down here, there should be an Orfina here somewhere. There it is. Just a really tanky Orfina on 100 res, and she is ready to go. I wanted to use her in defense, and with that, I was able to maybe try and bring her out with an LD5 that I have that it can also be pretty good in defense. I do see it a couple times here and there, but it is not as popular because of the horrible AI that she has, and that is Alexandra. So this is the new defense that I'm going to be running, and I'm going to explain why I built the defense this way. I hope it works. It's more of a stall, so I'm not expecting it to get a lot of wins. Yes, guys, there will be counters to this, so on and so forth. There's almost a counter to every defense. I think that's why the speed defenses with Driana is probably the strongest right now, if everything lands, right? Because Driana has the Oblivion. Unfortunately, Driana is one of those Nat 5s that I currently do not have, and I cannot make that defense. But I really want to make a tanky defense because I have been making a lot of slow tanky defenses for all the account improvements, and I kind of want to apply that to my defense, my team as well. It was just, I knew that in my level, almost everybody has a Debra, so it was really hard to make a tanky defense without having a unit that could somewhat counter that kind of damage. And Orfina is one of them. Hey guys, before we start the video, if you guys are interested in getting advice and help from me and other Summoners War players, feel free to join my Discord, where the link is in the descriptions below. Also, if you enjoy my content and want to support me, become a Patreon, where the link for it is also in the descriptions. These are the builds. So our Jin Kazama is actually on a crit damage build on Despair Seal. Is not on a whole lot of HP, but this works just because his passive allows him to take less damage, so you don't really need a whole lot of HP on this unit. I do have this Nimble Primal Relic on there. It's on HP, crit damage HP. I do miss a grind here, so I have to work for that. A lot of more crit damage, a lot of additional damage, and more additional damage, and crit damage here as well. Skill 3 accuracy is a big plus too. Then I believe we have the Aerial. Oh, I didn't know that my Aerial did not have a relic. Damn. But now it looks like this. Perfect. Oh, so it's Alexandra next on Vile Will. HP, crit damage, HP. Taking less crit damage from Wind. Again, we're trying to deal with the Pung back. My entire goal was to make a defense that could block a Debra Pung back team. So I'm hoping that this does it. Again, Nimble Primal Relic. And then I wonder how this will do if I change everything to that other relic, taking less damage. And then finally it's Orfina on double determination broken build. So this is where it's kind of like weird, right? But I want to stack as much defense on all of my units because Pung Baek does less damage if you have higher defense, essentially, right? The HP, and then we're taking less damage from wind, fire, and then more crit damage. Again, Nimble Primal Relic here. I really should debate if this should actually be the defense one, because we're only getting 2% more HP. I think it's fine. But another thing to note is, why are some of these units not on 100 res? First of all, we have 48% resistance lead, so we are close to 100 res nonetheless. But I was okay with Orfina not having 100 res. This just came with the build. The reason is that if Orfina does get defense broken and everybody doesn't, I'm totally fine with Pung Baek using skill 3 on Orfina because the damage is so small due to the passive. decreases the damage taken by 15% for each ally alive. Okay, so this unit is not dying first turn. There's no way, unless it's a surge chain damage dealer, like I guess Jara, right? Because that kind of goes through passives. Another one is Alexandra. Why is it on 100 res? I don't care. I want it to get defense broken actually. If it becomes a target, and if it's the only target and has to use the strongest hitting damage on this Alexandra, then this reflect damage will be monstrous against the opponent, and that followed up to the passive of Jin Kazama skill 3 on a crit damage build might be enough for us to kill off the opponent. So I had this entire plan. This is the entire reason why I didn't go on 100 res on certain units. The only unit that I really wanted 100 res was the Aerial with the lead, and that's because even with this type of stats, even with the Orphina's passive taking some of the damage, it just doesn't survive in most cases. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. This is my punk back team with Deborah. I do have to fix this for some reason. I guess I upgraded a rune now that my Deborah is not going in front of Galleon. So it is what it is. I might have to just, you know, switch out a rune here and there, but we'll just use it this way. The important stat is this punk back. This is how my punk back looks. It's on Rage Will. Decently high crit damage, decently high attack. I think it's actually really fine. We're doing more damage here. Interesting that I'm doing less. Why did I take this crit damage taking from fire one? 20%. Okay, if this should be enough, and then we have a 23% on crit damage skill 3. So let's see this and check if it could kill the Aerial. We're gonna test it on the other units as well. Now I'm not too worried about the artifact part because really they're not gonna be changing the artifacts based on the defense they go into, because that's just too much of a hassle. This time we got defense break on everybody. So I'm going to show you the Aerial version first. If you go on the Aerial will die. Like that, 65k. But we did decent damage with the reflect damage. We have to get a stun here, which we did. Here comes the Jin Kazama. Got multiple stuns. Another stun from the Orphina. We have to control this guy. But you see from the reflect damage, it died, and then look at that. Just slowly they're getting cooked. And remember, Jin Kazama still has the passive now because he moved a couple times. Well, I guess not. He now has it. But it was more than enough for us to withstand my offense. And that was the best case scenario really for this. Now, maybe a different kind of offense will do better. Maybe with Alicia one. I do have that runed up. We'll try that. But let's still test out the other instances. So this time I'm going to use skill 3 on the Alexandra. Boom. Look at that damage. Holy moly. Pungback is gone. So now we have to stun the Aerial. But Aerial has 100 res. Oh, I guess that didn't matter. But we're also on Bio. So we heal everything up. There's now no way that this offense could win, right? So that's how that goes. Now we'll finally do it one more time. We'll use skill 3 on the Orphina, and you guys will see that Orphina is like nearly just impossible to kill this unit. 29k. Yeah, that is not dying. There you go. Now, well, I guess best case is stunning the Aerial again. We didn't get that. Aerial's gonna heal, and then Jin Kazama and Alexandra. Alexandra doesn't even matter now. Yeah, use the skill 2. That's great. The Jin Kazama will do all the work really. Remember, we still have skill 3 from the Aerial here. It looks like Aerial doesn't think that we even have to use it because we're so healthy. Yeah, right? We're not winning that. So that's the entire basis on why I created this defense. What if we use a different offense? I guess the one I really want to use... Oh, I guess I did not make an Alicia one. I got rid of that one. We could try everything else though. Let's try this one. So this one we have a resetter, right? But the one downside is that we do have to touch the Jin Kazama, but we have multiple buffs from Adriana, so I think the chances of him stripping and stunning is very low like that. Can we get a full reset? We don't. We got the full heal. I think we're in trouble. And we need to get Oblivion here. We got the Oblivion though, that's good. Oh wait, the Zeros died. Freak! Look how healthy we are, man. We're so healthy. We're lucky we got the Oblivion onto that. We need one more Oblivion. Maybe here? You got it. Stun. That's good. This is gonna take for what the fr— oh my goodness. See, the reflect damage is just destroying us. And proc. Okay. So you know that's GG too. So that offense doesn't work. Let's try this one. This is more damage, but now there's no will, so the Jin Kazama is gonna do a whole lot against this offense. Right? No will. There's a seal, but if that was a stun, it would have been GG. So we could still keep going here. It's not bad. Let's see if we could kill everybody with this. Oh wait, there's no defense break on Alexandra. Oh my goodness, we can't even kill that. Oh my god. Oh wait, we can still win this. Yes, we killed the aerial. That's really big. Let's kill the Orfina then. Oh no. Oh, let's get the stun on Alexandra. Yes. Accuracy is very high on our Eludia. Stun again. Nope. Oof. GG. Stun. Dude, we're getting all the stuns though. We're lucky. There's the passive coming in. Yeah, we're screwed. Whew. It feels like the crit damage build is not a whole lot though, right? And it takes very long to beat the offense as well. So I think it's working as intended. Let's see if he can survive this unit right here, the Leah. This is gonna be rough. Okay. You know they're not outspeeding. Let's strip the Alexandra. Or maybe it's smart to leave the Alexandra. I'm not sure. Whoa. See, this is how we could get some wins against this type of team as well. Let's try that again. Okay, let's forget about the strip. Let's just try to get defense break here. Nope. We should be able to kill 2 at least, right? Or no? Oh, not even close, guys. Not even close. Shoot. Oh yeah, we're screwed. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we could beat that offense as well. None of my offenses are working against my defense, so I think that's a big plus. But this is where everything changes. I think we're gonna have a field day with this offense. Grow will eat this up. The dot team will definitely do well. But I still think it's okay because dot teams are relatively slow if you don't have Groa. Same with the double Aya teams. I don't think they're that quick, really. Well, actually, I don't have double Aya. Maybe double Aya is crazy. Who knows? Look at that, dude. Ariel's almost dead already. Ariel's almost dead. This is why Groa is so broken with the Sath. Just look at that, guys. Look at that. They're all dead. So, yeah, really weak against the dot team. Unfortunately, I don't have a Vero here. If you guys think a Vero will be better, please let me know. I always thought the Ariel would be better. Because again, I did want to survive the double Ayas. And if it's Vero, double Ayas deals with this a lot easier. If you guys have a better sustain-ish unit on this slot, please let me know. Another one I thought of was like Water Gandalf. Even the Negong was an option. Negong will be decent too. But the sustain coming from skill 2, I don't think is enough. I think it has to be Water Gandalf or something else. If I want to be aggressive, I could try putting in Giselle too, because that's also another LD5 that's actually good right now in defense. But yeah, I am kind of lost on this slot. I ended it with Ariel because it was working decently well. Oh, I just noticed my Ariel is freaking not skilled up. Oh no, it is skilled Forest, but not skilled 2 and 1. Maybe I will skill up skill 2. I have 1 Aya, but I think 1 Aya is not going to be enough. I think double Aya might deal with this better. That's where I hope that Ariel does his job and he out-sustains the damage, hopefully. But I guess kind of counterintuitive because eventually we're going to put so many debuffs with Alexandra going in, with Jin Kazama. Maybe putting Vero is better and deter dot teams too. I just don't know how fast the double IO team is because I don't have another IO. If I did, I could try making one and test it. I know it's gonna do a lot because it's a % damage. How do you deter double IO? You need something like a single snipe on the team, right? What if I put Leica here? But then dot team will just wreck me, huh? Yeah, that's why that doesn't work. Crap. Well, let's see. I was hoping that this did more damage. Maybe it's just better to go crit rate and better artifacts here. Nonetheless, I'm gonna be trying out this defense. I hope it does somewhat of a stall. It's this week for the rush. We have 4 days left, but I don't know if we'll get a meaningful amount of hits to kind of tell if the defense is working. We'll see. We'll see if I do decide to do the rush this week. And let's see if I can get an easy G1. Easy G3. Last week I didn't get G1, and you can see that even the week before I didn't rush because I was doing a rush for somebody else. If you guys want me to use an optimizer, Luxac, GG, or Swap to build your PvP teams or PvE teams, please join my Discord, fill out the Google form. If you guys want account review, join my Patreon. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.